welcome back to my channel. I come to you at 7:30 in the morning with bedhead and minimal awful makeup on because I just wanted to come on here and do a very quick video. So the quality might not be as fantastic as my ones where I have the studio lights and all that up, but I needed to come on to talk to you guys about the new Etsy ads. So I've had so many questions from you guys just about, you know, how do I utilize this new platform? You know, how can I still make Etsy ads work for me? A lot of sellers are struggling to find the upsides and sort of why Etsy did this in the first place. So I have got some notes, so this video is going to be very rough around the edges. I hope you find some value from it anyway. So basically, the new Etsy ads is a combined platform for both Google ads and Etsy promoted listings. So Etsy promoted listings kind of doesn't really exist anymore. It's just all rolled into one and called Etsy ads. So the reason why Etsy have done this is because they stated that sellers just didn't like the fact that there were so many bells and whistles and things that you had to change, and it confused them. So the reason why they changed it is to try and make it easier for those shops who sell full time that don't really have sort of the actual physical time to go into their shops and adjust pennies and, you know, go onto individual listings and see what keywords are working and yada yada yada. However, I'm usually pretty positive about Etsy changes, and I am reasonably positive about this one, but I do not like the lack of control. But I will be going into that later on. But for now, all I want you guys to know is that it will be okay. Do not panic. The worst thing you can do is to flip out and, you know, put your mind into a state of panic. That's when mistakes are made and you end up sort of having a bad taste in your mouth when you're going onto your Etsy shop. And Etsy should be a positive thing. You know, it should be something that you go into and you want to work on your shop. So I just had to pause there because in Bournemouth, where I'm based, there is an air show on at the minute, so it's just planes. So anyway, what I wanted to say first of all is please stay positive. Etsy is a business. Etsy knows that their sellers or shops are businesses also. They want you guys to make money. So please believe me when I say if any changes that they make end up, you know, not working out well, because all changes can be changed back. There has been many things in the past that Etsy has, you know, brought out or made changes to that they have actually reverted back because it didn't work. So don't worry, don't think that, oh my goodness, this is it, my shop is going to be dead now. That is not the case at all. Etsy is a business. They want you to make money too. And I think that my personal opinion on it is that yes, it sucks now, but I think long term it will be better. So just please prepare yourself for a slow month. Especially if you are like me. I was part of the early access beta test type thing. I've actually switched over. My views have gone down about 20% today. I switched over last night, so I really can't give you guys too much of a insight, but my views have gone down 20%. But I always make sure that my SEO was on point because promoted listings was always something that I used to boost the listings that were being found and sold very, very well. So without that sort of boost, if you like, I would still be making sales. So definitely think about that and see if you can, you know, in amongst all the craziness, just go back into your listings and just tweak SEO and pictures and things like that. If you are having a hard time with it all and you just want to wait for it to blow over and, you know, change at the end of September, when I believe that they migrate all the shops over, just work on other things that will bring organic traffic to your shop. And I do have a 30 days to a kick butt Etsy shop workbook that is always linked below. So please just go and download that and work through it. And I do believe this will help your shop out immensely for organic traffic. So my only thought with this is that Etsy has taken away a lot of the control that we had. I used to go into my Etsy promoted listings, and especially those listings that weren't performing well or that were spending a lot of budget and weren't bringing me many returns monetary wise, I used to go in there and really cut the per click budget, if you like, and essentially I used to reduce what I spent but increase what I earn. And I liked having that control whereby I could just go in and literally look at individual listings even day per day, and just see how they are performing. Now, with the new dashboard, with the new Etsy stats, you can only see the past 12 months and the past 30 days. Now, I think that could just be because I've only just switched over. It is an early access beta test type thing, so I don't think that's going to stay, because I do think that they are missing out, especially for things that benefit the shop owners and the sellers on Etsy. I think that they are missing out on giving the Etsy shops control over their stats. So in a quote by CEO Josh Silverman, he claims that our sellers have found it confusing and a bit intimidating to try and manage 2 separate ad programs. And as a result, seller adoption of Google Shopping has been limited. Now, I think you guys out there have probably watched in other videos of mine, and you probably have experienced it yourself, but Google Shopping used to be like such a good thing. Like my Google Shopping I used to spend $20 a day easy, and I used to make so much more money than what I do now. Now, or as of yesterday, it was at $1 a day because it just wasn't working out, but I still wanted to be a player in the game, if that makes sense. We believe that sellers want a single, simple solution with a single budget, whereby they tell us how much to spend and we invest on their behalf on and off of Etsy. He also said that shop owners want to invest more, but feels that they are limited by what Etsy could offer them before. So we have to think, two years ago, there was not as near of the amount of shops or competition as there is on Etsy now. So I personally did find this, is that I wanted to spend, you know, if I had spare money in my advertising budget, I wanted to invest that in Etsy to bring in more traffic and sales. However, whenever I increased my budget, I always found that it just never got spent. And at the end of the day, if it's not getting spent, the items aren't being shown in front of customers. So I do definitely feel like this is something that they want to spend all of your ad budget. Now, on a separate note, please, 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 guys, if you are putting $10 a day and thinking, oh great, well I'll probably only spend 2 to 3, and you've switched over to the new platform, please go and reduce it, because you will be spending all of your daily budget. Please keep that in mind. So I did used to find that my appetite, as Josh liked to put it, I did want to spend more, I did want to invest more on Etsy. However, I don't like the idea that it's all rolled into one with the Google Shopping ads, because a lot of us didn't see any return on investment. And when I've sort of looked into it myself, is that the Google Shopping terms that does kind of put you forward for aren't usually relevant or don't convert well on the Google Shopping platform. So you might have a high budget for Google Shopping and you're not being shown for an accurate word that describes your item. That is my concern, because it's all rolled into one. Personally, I only want to advertise on Etsy itself, because those people are primed to buy. Google shoppers are usually just browsers and they want to go to Pinterest or Facebook or Instagram just to have a look at what they're after. So I don't like that aspect. I do really wish that they would perhaps take it back so that you can only advertise on one or the other or both. But I don't know. I don't know whether or not they're going to really take a look at their Google Shopping algorithm, I guess, or the Google Shopping algorithm as a whole, and try to optimize listings and things for that to get a better return on investment. But I just feel like I would have ideally liked the control. But again, guys, this is something that could come at a later day, so please don't panic yet. So what do we know about the new ad platform? So they want to spend all of your daily budget. So you have to kind of feel like they used to leave so much money on the table, because people, and especially like full-time shops that sell higher volume even than me, you know, their daily budget could be $100 a day, but they were only spending 20. So you have to kind of think that from Etsy's standpoint, they are literally leaving money on the table, because their platform for advertising or promoted listings was sort of outdated. And the more shops that have come on Etsy, the more sort of bids rose, because they were all fighting for that top spot. Especially is true for saturated markets like t-shirts or jewellery or pottery or things like that. So again, I just want to reiterate, if you've switched over, or at least by the end of September, please make sure that you adjust your daily budget. If you can't afford to spend $10 a day on your Etsy promoted listings, please just adjust it, don't do it. I would hate for you to get a massive bill at the end of each day and think, oh, I didn't know that. I thought that it would still only spend about half of the budget. Please just go and adjust it for what you can afford to spend. You can't change the per item bids, which sucks. I am not happy about this. Like I said, I used to go in there and change the individual listings themselves. So I don't know whether this is something that will come back. I don't really see how it's any skin off of Etsy's nose if they bring it back. However, I do understand that perhaps they wanted it to be less confusing for Etsy sellers that, you know, can't really be bothered with it, but just want to turn it on and that's that. However, there are a lot of us out there that really like to get the most bang for our buck and optimize the heck out of it. So I don't really see how that is something that can stay. I imagine Etsy right now is swamped with emails and feedback and things like that. So I personally do not enjoy the fact that I do not have much control over it, but I am testing it out. I am in there, I'm using the Etsy ads, and I will update you guys in a future video as to how it's working for me. I might do one every kind of week maybe, just to kind of update you. And you know, we've got like what date is it? So 29th of August today, so this video will be going up this morning. So I hope that, you know, you will follow along with me, and hopefully that I will see a really good ROI and I hope that I will see a really good return on investment, or ROI, on these ads, so that I can tell you guys and inform you all, and hopefully this will all be an amazing thing for all of us and we can make more sales, which is what we all want. However, you can change what items are to be promoted. So from what I can see, you might be able to scroll through. Now, the way that they've done it is that you can't sort it by what individual items have spent as part of your ad budget or anything like that. It's literally just sorted as per what has sold first. So what I would recommend to do, guys, so you might want to write this down, is to go on the last page, because those are items that aren't performing very well in your ads, and turn those off or adjust them. There's a definite way that you can kind of hack it, because obviously they're not giving you the option to sort them, but they are automatically giving you the option that they are sorted by what has sold first to last. So go to your last page, see what's not working on your Etsy ads and tweak them or turn those off or what have you. That is an upside. They are still allowing you to turn on and off which individual listings are being advertised. It's only available to some sellers now, so you will see probably an influx of emails, videos, things like that. Basically people that haven't used it yet or that aren't going to use it yet. They will eventually be merging all of you guys. So at the minute they are giving you a choice. What you do with that choice is completely up to you. I personally have just bitten the bullet and just jumped in, because I'd rather be educated a month before it happens rather than the 20 whatever of September and they throw you in and it's like, oh my goodness, what have I done? However, again, please note that once you are in the new Etsy ads platform, you cannot go back. So think carefully. I did this at about 9:30 last night, and I was thinking, well, I have you guys, so I need to do this for you guys. I need to kind of jump in and report back to all of you guys watching this. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already, because there are some videos coming updating you guys on the progress of the new Etsy ads platform as I know it. And the other thing that we know is that you still only pay for clicks, so you don't get paid for impressions. So one would hope that, especially with the Google shopping end of things, that if the term is not anything to do with your item and your item is being shown, that hopefully that person won't click and you won't be charged. So there is that kind of upside as well. And the other thing, guys, as well, is that again, they can always update things, they can always change back. Send your feedback in. If you are part of the new Etsy ads platform, please let Etsy know your feedback. Etsy does not know unless you tell them, so please send your feedback in. If you want to go onto the new Etsy ads, spend half an hour just playing around with it, watch this video, take notes. That is all the information I can give you as of yet. This only happened on the 27th of August, it's now the 29th. I'm just basically giving you information as and when I receive it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please again subscribe for the other Etsy ads videos that are coming. I love you all and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!